I'm gonna be real, I have no idea what I'm doing. 99% of the time, I am just going about life, and all these challenges get thrown at me, all these new situations, and I got no idea what to do. And chances are, if you clicked on this video, you either just want to see why I'm suffering, or you also feel that same way. But there's a really big lesson to be had because of this. Now, before we get into that, for those of you who do not know me, my name is Carson. I basically started this channel as a way to tell you about the things that I'm currently going through so that you can learn from me, hopefully not make the same mistakes as me, and become the best version of yourself just a little bit faster. Now, basically my entire life growing up, and still to this day, I've always just felt lost or like a fraud. I've always kind of been ahead of the curve for my age, I guess you could say, where on paper, most of you probably would look at me and say, wow, he's very successful. He's making this amount of money, or he's doing these things. He must have it all figured out. He must know exactly what he's doing. But that cannot be further from the case. I can't tell you how many times I sit down to film these videos even, and I think, do I even know what I'm talking about? Is anyone going to relate to this? Feeling like a fraud. Over and over again in all different aspects of my life. But here's the truth. Everyone is just figuring out along the way. No one has it all figured out, regardless of what it might seem on social media. You might look at these people and it might seem like, oh, they don't have these same fears as me. They don't have the same doubts. They know something I don't. But it's not true. I can guarantee you, every single person that you see online at some point has thought, do I even know what I'm doing? What am I even talking about? Is this the right path for me? But they just kept putting one foot in front of another and doing it. Because here's what I learned as I've gotten a little bit older about these feelings. They're not necessarily a negative feeling. It is completely normal to feel lost. But what you do with those feelings makes the biggest difference in the world. The longer that you wait for clarity, and I fell victim to this, waiting for a sign, waiting for something to feel right. The longer you wait for that, the more you are just procrastinating. Waiting for clarity is just procrastination. You are never going to feel completely ready, and I can guarantee you that. You're never going to feel like this is the time. This is the time where I finally start improving my habits and routine. This is the time I finally start working towards my goal. Because my life's in order, everything's all caught up, so I have some free time now. It's never going to hit that. I can't tell you how many people talked about joining my program Elevate. They'd message me, they're saying, yeah, I'm just a little too busy right now. Right after I get out of school and we get into the summer, I'll join it then because then I'll have time to work on it. Summer rolls around, they don't join. They don't make that commitment for themselves. I'll talk to them and they'll say, yeah, well, summer actually just got a little bit busy for me. It's a little bit crazy right now. And keep pushing it further and further out because they are waiting for that moment of clarity, that moment where everything feels right, that is never going to come. Here's the way that I had to reframe it in my brain. When you were driving in a car in the middle of the night, just picture it, you're driving in your car in the middle of the night. You have your headlights lighting out in front of you, and you can literally only see a few feet out in front of you at a time. But that is enough for you to trust that you're not going to run right into anything, that you're going on the right path, aka the road, and you're doing the thing that you're supposed to. You're never going to see from where you are now to the end destination, see that it's a perfectly clear straight road, and so you could just straight shot it. That's never going to happen. You trust those few feet in front of you see. And that is the exact same way that we have to look at life. We are just a car driving through the night with our headlights showing us a few feet in front of us at a time. But as we slowly make steps, and as we slowly go further, we light up more and more in front of us because we're uncovering new trail that we have covered ourselves. You just have to keep moving. Now, for those of you who also struggle with this, because I think it's a very common thing and a lot of people I talk to struggle with this, especially if you're a perfectionist like me. You're sitting there waiting for these perfect times for things. Here is a little 3-step framework that you can follow to overcome this for good. Number 1, stop waiting for the perfect plan. The perfect plan is never going to come. It is up to you to trust your gut and your instinct and do the thing that in the long term, in the long run, you know is going to be best for you and your future self. That's it. You're never going to have a clear road. You're just going to have to learn to go around the obstacles. Number 2, pick one small step at a time and take it. Drive those few feet in front of you that you see. So, for an example, if you want to start going to the gym, get a gym membership. Don't worry about the perfect workout routine or what you're going to look like in the gym, what you're going to wear. Just get a gym membership. If you're wanting to start improving your life, don't buy a $20,000 course. Join a free community like Basecamp, like Elevate Basecamp. Join a free community. Get the ball rolling. You don't have to think, well, what if it doesn't work? What if I do this? Just take that first step. This is that paralysis, that analysis paralysis, which is also a form of procrastination. And finally, number 3, learn from those steps you just took. Adapt your routine and the things you're doing out of that stuff you just learned from those steps you took forward, and then repeat that process over and over again. Take another small step, figure out what changed, what worked, what didn't, and then adjust your track from there. And if you can do these 3 things over and over again, sure, you might fail sometimes, sure, you might make mistakes, but you are going to keep progressing no matter what. And you're not going to be stuck in this state of feeling lost and like you don't know what you're doing, because you're making that progress and you're doing the thing. Now, for those of you watching this, I'm going to cut this here because I don't want to yap for 24 hours. For those of you who don't really know that starting point, don't know that first step you should take, go ahead and take the quiz linked in the description of this video, and it's going to give you that starting point and give you clarity on that first step once and for all on improving your life. Hopefully it helps. Hopefully this video opened your eyes in one way, shape, or form. That's kind of my only goal here. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.